genre of games that a lot of us never expected to become so beloved is cleaning games. Whether it's power washing an entire firehouse, cleaning up some viscera in space, and Santa's workshop, or erasing a crime scene for a mob boss, something about these games is extremely satisfying to some. And now we have a new entry into this franchise. Before we go any further, I would greatly appreciate it if you could like the video if you're enjoying this so far. Also, subscribing is extremely helpful. But if you just watched the video, that helps immensely. I'm trying to get monetized on this channel, and every view is extremely helpful. Thank you so much for your support, and let's get back to the video. Goblin Cleanup came out on September 18th, 2025, after what I would consider to be a pretty good ad campaign on Twitter. The only way I even knew about this game was the fact that they were tweeting about it, and other VTubers and content creators I was following were also sharing it and talking about the game. I think in today's day and age, one of the best ways for games to promote themselves is through content creators and streamers. All that to say, I think that part of the reason why this game is doing so well right now is because content creators and streamers are playing it and talking about it. The other more obvious reason as to why this game is doing so well right now is it's just genuinely good. It's a far more challenging cleanup game than others that I listed before. From looking around for keys and treasure to actually dying a lot, this game does something that I think others in the genre just don't. The most challenging thing about other cleaning games is just getting that 100% rating. But here, you have to parkour to places, there are traps to watch out for, and there's a mimic that will eat you if given the chance. There's a co-op mode included into the game as well, but I haven't gotten to test that out yet because I don't have any friends with the game. But from what I've seen, it's really good. At this point, I'd like to take some time to talk a little bit more about Goblin Cleanup as a game and discuss some of the features and different abilities that you have in the game. So, in Goblin Cleanup, you assume the role of a professional cleaner hired by the dungeon manager, and your responsibility is to clean and prepare the dungeon for the next adventurers to come in and wipe it. You're given 3 tools as a goblin maid, those being your hands, a slime mop, and a managon. Throughout the levels and different dungeons that you have to clean up, you will find slime dispensers, and these are going to be the things that go on your mop and allow you to be able to clean up the bloodstains all over the floor. Your managon is going to aid you in restoring certain magical items and putting them back in their proper places. Most of the time you'll be lighting torches and growing plants, but there could very well be other things that I just haven't experienced yet because I haven't finished the game. I don't think any dungeon would be complete without at least one mimic in sight, and let me tell you, you're going to find at least one in every single level that you play in this game. The mimic is there to help you clean up any organic materials, so meat pieces, left behind by different monsters, or if you die yourself. This game doesn't have a linear story to it as far as I can tell, but quite honestly, I never really expect a cleaning game to have too much of a linear story anyways. Most of the time, if there's a cleaning game that does have some kind of story to it, it's given to you in small doses and it's not a real focal point. So I can't say that I expected Goblin Cleanup to be any different and offer a main storyline. I think the only cleaning game that I've played that actually has like a story to it and it is the main focal point of the game is Crime Scene Cleaner. And that game is enjoyable, and I like the fact that they went a different route with it. I just don't expect other cleaning games to do the same thing, if that makes sense. I think this game's main focus is just providing you with a fun and new way to play cleaning games and allow you to do it with your friends. One thing I love about indie games is seeing how they change and develop over time. And the devs, most of the time, are really good about staying in touch with their community and showing them what they have in store for their games. And that rings true for Chrysalu Games, the developer of Goblin Cleanup. From what I've seen, Chrysalu has been listening to their community about features and changes that they want in the game and is taking active efforts to make good on those promises and changes. I know this is like bare minimum, but how many other games have you seen that do the exact opposite of this? No communication to their community, they don't listen to their community, and they just put out what they want. I personally greatly appreciate it when a developer is willing to connect with their community and listen to the wants and asks and questions and requests from their communities So I try to praise this stuff when I see it in hopes that other studios will start doing the same. Normally, I would take some time to discuss issues I have with the games I'm talking about, but honestly, I don't really feel the need to do that here, because all of the issues I had with this game are either already fixed or being worked on. I will explain to you what my issues were, though. As a solo player, my biggest issue with this game was the lack of a save and quit feature. These maps in this game are huge. They are extremely big and they take a long time to clean. With the distinct lack of save and quit, every time I went to launch the game, I had to sit and make sure I had the time and attention span to dedicate at least 2 hours to playing the game. But after the most recent patch came out, I read the comments on Steam and the developer has confirmed that they are working on save and quit. Thank God. While I do still have to wait for it to come out, I'm just glad that it is being worked on and that my requests and the requests of many others have been heard. My other problem with the game was the scan feature. In the game, you can scan for bloodstains, organic material, players, and now, replaceable items. Before this was added, I had a really hard time in some levels finding objects, especially in the dining room level. If you've played the game, you know what I'm talking about. Now that I can scan for items, I feel I'll have a much easier time putting everything back in its rightful place. Another issue I had was the way that they chose to highlight scanned items. It used to be just a little blip marker thing that would float above the chosen scan that you performed, but now when you scan, everything is highlighted and is much easier to see with the easier to see icon attached to it. I truly did not have too many issues with this game, and I'm so glad to see new fixes and changes are being made to make the game even better. Overall, I think Goblin Cleanup is a fantastic cleaning game, and I cannot recommend it enough to anyone who enjoys cleaning games. It's just as satisfying and relaxing as other games, with an added challenge to make the game just a bit more engaging. As it stands right now, Goblin Cleanup is only available on Steam PC as it is still in early access. I'll probably do another video on the game whenever it goes into full release, depending on when that is. Have you played Goblin Cleanup before? What are your opinions on the game? I would love to have a conversation with you about it in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you want to watch me play this game live, I stream Tuesday through Friday on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. Make sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified whenever I go live or whenever I post a video. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys all next time.